Good afternoon to you, all of you. Putala, welcome to this Sustainable Consumption and Production session today for 2018, Semester 6B1 Manufacturing and Mechatronics batches. Okay. So you have already realized that when it comes to manufacturing, even mechatronics also, you are offering solutions for manufacturing. It is not only the manufacturing and the supporting technologies, but there are a lot to know to contribute effectively. Because finally you are supporting for sustainable developments. That's why in that sense, this is an important subject, and every day we should learn something, how to say, very useful. Okay, we should learn something useful. Okay, and something effective for you, for your knowledge, for your technical know-how, to improve your innovation potentials, and also for contributing to the economies and environment. Sorry. Yes. What is this? What does this mean to you? Yes. Any idea? That's why sometimes the symbols are so common that always whenever you say this, yes, so some meanings will come to your mind. Some meanings will come to your mind, definitely. So this is in your consciousness somehow. Yes. So where did you say this? Or where do you say this? So where do you say this? Yes. Even in these baskets, you are saying this. Yes. So as you say these arrows, as you say these arrows, you can see that this looks like something in circulation. Okay, something in circulation. Okay, so Why this is relevant for you then? Yes. So this is about circulation. Okay. Circulation or circulating. You can see here paper, plastic, cans. Okay. Some cases even you can see glass. Circulating. Are you circulating this? So why in this bins you use a can? Okay, you use a can. Once you consume, you're supposed to put this empty can here. If you use some plastic, these cans may be the little metal cans. Plastics, you're supposed to leave here. Paper you have used, you're supposed to leave here. Here. So this tells that whatever you are leaving here will not go as a waste. Instead, this will be somehow taken out from waste and will be reusing and recycling. Okay, so once you put here, it won't be a waste. Okay, so won't be waste. Won't. Okay, will not be a waste. Interesting. So what they are doing, those who collect this, pass this to recycling centers. Okay, we call recycling centers. Okay, or recyclers, they collect this. Okay, recyclers collect those. All this. Recyclers collect this. Collect those. Of course, free. Okay, of course, free. Collect those. And what they do? They do cleaning. Then segregation. Okay, segregation means they sort those. Okay, they do sorting. Sorting means the material separation. Some even though plastic is generic name, there can be polypropylene, polyethylene, polystyrene, maybe high density polyethylene, HDPE, and so on. So they do this sorting, okay, and separate all, even papers. There are cardboard papers, there are hardboards, corrugated, okay, there can be many. So they separate it, newspapers and other scraps, whatever. So they do this separation, okay. Cans, they wash it, maybe the can separate there is something like the hard part to open the can, so that these pieces they make it separate because there may be different recycling values. Somehow they do this sorting, okay. Segregation or sorting is done. Then what they do, so recyclers, they do this sorting, and then they deliver to what? Raw material. Let's say something like deliver to raw material, okay. Deliver to, let's say, deliver to the places where those can be used to reprocess to form the original state of this raw material, this material. Yes. So what I wrote here is recyclers collect this. They then clean, segregate or sort, then deliver to the places where those can be delivered to the processing, okay, or recovery facilities, okay, not to say places, facilities. Where are those? We say the collected or discarded, okay, discarded. Where are those? Things, okay, things can be used to reprocess to form the original state of this material, okay. So that's what they are doing. So after that, once form into original state of this material, okay, to form the original state of this raw material, okay, raw material, I just raw material. Then this can be reused for manufacturing, okay, for reuse. Yes. Okay, material. See, be used to reprocess Okay, reprocess, so we call this recover. Recover. There they do this recovery to form the original state of this raw material for reuse. Quite interesting. Okay. Then what's the meaning of this sign for you? Of course, as a socially responsible citizens, even a tiny piece of this, instead of throwing away, put into this for collection, for recycling, for recovery and reuse. Okay, recovery and reuse. So recovery here, reuse is yes, reuse. So let me take a copy of this, because for you this may be difficult to read now. I use this sign here. Fine. Okay. Use this aside. I make this big. I use this arrow here. I give priority for this text. Yes. For reuse. Reuse in manufacturing. Yes. See, original state of this raw material. Okay. Recover to form the original state. Okay. Raw material for reuse in manufacturing, so that new purchasing of original, okay, raw material can be reduced. The word reduces. So see, reduce comes finally. So reuse for reductions and recovery for reuse. So these 3 R's, there is a name. Okay. So reduce, so recover, reuse, and as a result, this reduce because of this recycling. Okay. Recovery, reuse. Okay, reuse. So recovery and reuse is recycling. Okay, recovery and reuse is recycling. you can say recovery and reuse. This may be a new slide anyway. Recovery and reuse. Yes. So you can see recovery and reuse. With beta I use small circles. Reuse. Recovery. Recovery. Recovery and reuse together. Okay, together. Results recycling. Okay, together results recycling. So this one. Okay, this. Plus this. This is what we call recycling. Okay, recycling. So as a result, yes, reduction of new raw material is eminent. Yes, this is recycling. So you have 4 R's. Recycling, reuse, recovery, reduce. But you are familiar with only 3 R. 3 R. R, R. So what are these 3 R's you are familiar with? Yeah. Familiar with means that is the objective. Okay? That is the objective. This 3 R, of course, recover. Okay? Then reuse. And the other R may be reduce. Okay? So what's that? 3 R? So, oh, can this be reduce, reuse, recycle? So, reduce, reuse, recycle. Yes, in recycling, recovery is important. Okay? maybe reduce, reuse, recycle. So we have to make sure that somehow I will put 4R. Okay, so reduce, so recover, reuse, recycle, and reduce. So this is the ultimate objective, reduce. So for that, recover is there. Okay, recover. So reuse and recycle, the most appropriate raw material for reuse. Okay, raw materials to come into original raw material, original state of raw material. So this reuse, instead of this, the recycle is important. Okay, because for recycling, that we call reuse. So reduce, recover, recycle, and reduce. So reduce, reuse, recycle, 3 R's. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Okay, so I will take this. Reduce, reuse, recycle. As 3R. Okay, reduce, reuse, recycle. Because recovery is something technical. Okay, recover. This needs, yes, this is not for ordinary citizens, not for ordinary citizens. Recovery. So this involves technology as well. Okay, recover, but okay, recover, but reduce. Even a great student, they can do this. Reuse, even in house, okay, we can do this. Recycle. Some cases we can do this even at our domestic levels. This reduce, reuse, and recycle. So this 3R is generally viable for ordinary citizens. Okay, but when it comes to industries, recovery will come into place. Okay, recovery. Then reuse. Okay, so that is recycle. Recovery and reuse is recycling. As a result, the new material consumption is reduced. Okay, so let me take a new slide now. So take this text out. Okay. For this, this. What are the meanings you have? What are the meanings you have for this? Yes. Circulating. Okay. Circulating. Obvious. So even a little, okay, little ones, let's say school children, must understanding this sign. Circulating. So whatever you put here will be circulated. Okay. Give me a second. Okay, Buddha. So I'm not going to explain this too much for you, but we have to have some little sense of this. Okay, that is very important. So circulating. Okay. Then what else you say? A similar one. Recycling. Okay. Actually, not to say recycling, but this tells that whatever you put here, yes, then it has a relevance of recycling. Okay, whatever you put here, then there is a relevancy of the word recycling. Okay. So recycling, circulating. Yes. Okay. So circulating, recycling, and what else? This tells that one more thing. Sure. No loss. It's not a loss. So it is not a waste. Okay. No loss or a waste. Very nice. Okay. So, and of course you can think of some more maybe. You have some more ideas. What's this? Yes, there can be more ideas. Yes. Yes. So it won't make a waste. So recovery also. Yes. Okay. Then one more. Okay. One more here. No loss. So economy. Yes. Yes, because it's not a loss. So the millions of daily, okay, putting into this will come back. Okay. We call this circular economy. Okay. Circular economy. So, circulating. Okay. Circular economy. So how about the another term? If you think about yes, manufacturing. Let's say production. You can feel that. Sustainable production. Yes. You are using whatever can be recycled. Because same raw material goes back for production. Yes. So we can say that even sustainable consumption sustainable consumption. Interesting. Yes. So just for your thinking process. So this is quite interesting, important, useful. Of course, it is quite realistic. Okay, so that's why. So this 3 R's, of course, there are 4 R's other than reduce, reuse, and recycle. Okay, for consumers, yeah, contributing. Okay, consumers are contributing. So this is quite, yes, contributory. That is, you are practicing, you are exercising your social responsibilities for environment. I just got this from internet. It looks not clear anyway, but that is about some wastes. See, this beach is polluted by single-use plastics. So Sri Lanka, for marine pollution, we are among top 5. Okay, you know that. We are among top 5. Okay, we are among top 5. So instead of this, why not we reach this? That's why. This is not about lack of knowledge, but this are the wrong practices, because many have no ethics. No ethics. This is the issue really. People know actually what right and what wrong, but they are always doing, not always they are doing right things. Yes. They are going for maybe easy ways. Yes. So you can see garbage mountains in some areas. In mountains. This is probably in a recycling center. Somehow they clean and sort out for sending maybe. I feel so. Okay. So recycling center. So this is not the ordinary citizens' work. Yeah. Ordinary citizens' work is to support this by adhering to this. Yes, that's why. That's why it is important. We have the ethical issues most of the time. You see in some nearby schools, school children, yes, after taking this ice cream sachet and all, they throw away the plastics at the roadsides. Sometimes the bottles. Yes, even some adults. This 180 ml liquor bottles you can see at the roadsides. I have seen that size. So banning the small sachets, 180 ml, of course, that has more than environmental issues. There are social, economic, environmental is connected to that liquor small bottle. So banning those is good really. Okay, banning those is good. Yeah. So not technology, but Yes, we should know this. So how does this relates to your technology practicing in industries? How does this useful to you? How you can make this sense in your potential industry startups of your potential taking over jobs or your career beginning in industries. So how this knowledge works? Okay. Let me start with a simple block diagram. Manufacturing. Even mechatronics students are also supporting manufacturing. Okay, not only the manufacturing students, even mechatronics, they're supporting manufacturing with their expertise. Manufacturing. So here you can say outputs. Output. What are the outputs? Some products maybe. Okay, some products. Outputs. What's this? No, this okay. So products, let's say, it's easier. Products. Then what happens? This manufacturing, you produce something. After that, yes, you deliver this for consumer use. Okay, so this will send for consumer use. Consumer use. Use. Okay, so this product, okay, this is related to product. So after using it, okay, they may go for what? Disposal. Yes, they may go for disposals. Okay, so at this point, okay, at this point, at this point. Some can go for reusing. Example, vehicles. So some vehicles, even in Japan, so once they, not to say dispose, but once they stop using these vehicles, they refurbish it and export for reuse. Recondition, one is for reusing. Recondition means it's already used, okay? So it's a used vehicle for reuse, okay? So after reusing, then what would be the next step? Here you can go for recovery of raw material. Some cases, okay? Some cases you may need to go for disposal. Example, a dress after using it, okay? Disposal, or maybe you can use it for some different use, okay? Recovery of raw material, okay? After recovering this raw material, so reason for manufacturing. So resupply as raw material for manufacturing, okay? Yes. Then of course, some fresh raw material also will come. So part fresh, part recycled, okay? So that is recycling, okay? So resupplying or recycling. Resupply as raw material for manufacturing. So that is what we call this. recycling. Okay, this is called recycling. Of raw material. The previous knowledge you are applying here. Yes, so now the original raw material, okay, original raw material requirement is minimized. Yes, okay, so you can say reduced use of original foam, sorry, original raw material. Yes, reduce use of original raw material. So that's how you practice reduce in industries. So it is very important. One practice. Yes. So sometimes product innovations, yes, also can be lead to reduced use of raw material. Okay, so sometimes manufacturing is a bit broader word. Yeah. So let's say I put production innovations. Give me a second. Yes, instead of production or manufacturing, so we would say process innovation is also possible, leading to reduction of raw material. Okay. Sometimes you are using this product innovations. So you may looking for alternative raw materials, more greener solutions possible. Okay. So possibilities. So disposal here, reuse. So after finishing, instead of disposal, maybe you can use for different usages. මහට විසිකරන රෙදි කැල්ලකින් පාන්තිරයක් එහෙම හදන්න. Yes, different usages. Okay, different usages also possible. After different usages, okay, after different usages, yes, see, not the same disposal, but it may be a different, okay, different disposal. Of course, this is a different, okay, so not this mode, maybe it's a different, yes, disposal. Sometimes even can be reused again, okay, different usages, disposals. Yes, so you can see all looks like in circulation, all looks like in circulation, of course. But if no choices, so we can say ultimate disposals, but we have to make this somehow. There should be innovations to make sure that this even ultimate, even any, let's say, disposal should be used for a purpose, should be used for a purpose. Yes. Okay, should be used for a purpose. Yes. Again, then you can use, maybe another cycle starts then. Okay, again another cycle start. Quite interesting. Okay, so let me take this out. So we will make sure that this process has one thing for sure: zero raw material. Okay, zero raw material waste. Means no raw material waste. Interesting. Okay, zero raw material waste. And we will revisit the previous page. Now you can say sustainable production applies. Sustainable consumption applies. Circular economy is the ultimate of this. To have this recycling, recovery, circulation, assure no loss of waste. So reduce, reuse, recycle, recover. All applies. So finally, we are on this. On this means what? We are on the circular economy. We are on the circular economy. So if this is the case, finally, okay, not only reduced, okay, so even not to say reduced, we can say no use of original or new raw material. Original or new. Raw material. Okay. So here we are mentioning that reduced use, but in a very good, okay, circulating of raw material. So let me put into a new slide. I would say negligible, or so let's say no original or new raw material. Inputs. Interesting. Yes. Understand? Yes. Now you can imagine, yes, how to have a circular economy. So your approach is not only technology, it's not only science, it's not only management, it's not only production, not only consumption. So everything as a blend. And when it comes to the responsibility, the manufacturer, the end user or consumer, yes, and in between, okay, you can see, and also at the sides you can see many elements all combined and integrated into a single system to assure this. That's why. So these needs systematic establishment of the machineries. Machineries means the mechanisms, maybe some human resource arrangements. Yes, there should be new operational systems, some laws, policies. Yes, everything that. So Zero raw material waste means zero new raw material. Okay, so that is the point. Yes. So new raw material. Inputs. Okay, so these are the ways that sometimes the cities, the nations, the societies are working on. There is no such thing as waste. Okay, so circular economy is the sustainable economy. Okay, good. This is a newspaper article. Not to say newspaper article, this is the World Economic Forum article. Okay. The 11 companies are leading the way to a circular economy. So this tells that circular economy, the lowest level are the companies or some establishment, maybe at household levels. Yeah, so that's why this is for manufacturing, services, industries, leading the way to circular economy. Okay, so this word, let me take a snapshot of this. Just to prove that, okay, just to prove that what we are learning, okay, what we are learning are up-to-date knowledge, okay, what we are learning are up-to-date knowledge, and not the simple ones, but about what the world is talking. Okay, now they are talking about this for years and years, but still they are yet to reach the goals. Okay, so let me reshare that. So in this article, this is 2019 article. So I will take this approach here. So what they have written, the World Economic Forum. Okay. Even Sri Lanka is not joining those. Okay. Maybe. This is in this World Economic Forum. for focus on the circular economy. Yes. So now you can see. So this is that the circular economy is more than just a buzz phrase. And this is something like a hot topic. It is not only a hot topic, now they are on the move. So this is the issue, yes. They have to be on the move towards this. The reason is, see, with the global population predicted to approach 9 billion people by 2030, we will have no enough resources. We are using the future generations one, see. We are using more resources than the planet can provide. Because we are in this consumerism. Actually, the question is not to practice circular, but limiting the consumption. Yes, that's why. See, still this says that they don't want to be thoughtful on consumption, responsible consumption, or sustainable consumption. Instead, they are looking to maintain the same pace of production and go for circular strategies to reuse the same, recycling the same raw material. So that when you increase the volume of production, then only your new raw material comes in. If no increase in the production, no purchasing of new raw material. So that is the point. So this somehow they have to practice this, but anyway, this is not enough. So our future depends on reusing what we have in a sustainable way. Yes, our future. Example, petroleum is now getting depleted. For future generations, no petroleum. Yes. Depend on reusing what we have. This is important. Reusing what we have in a sustainable way. You have little idea about the sustainable way. Means you should not touch the future generations' share on this earth, even though they may yet to born or maybe still the young chaps going in the schools. So they are looking into this. One resource that is unlimited is innovation. See, they are talking about this now. We are also talking about the same. Even in sustainable consumption, in production, we talk about innovations. Yes. And many companies are developing ingenious ways to reduce, reuse, and recycle. This is the 3R they are talking. Okay. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. So the 3R we have mentioned here. Yes, it's a C. Okay. Reduce, reuse, recycle. So you can see that. So these are very important. You are familiar with this, but these have world importance. Yes. So this reduce, reuse and recycle is the only strategy to solve this challenge of meeting the needs of global population without compromising the resource allocation for the future generations. Yeah. So that's why. So reduce, reuse and recycle. And here, so let me change back to this article. Yes. So, the World Economic Forum and the Forum of Young Global Leaders, okay, in collaboration with the institution and essential strategy, they recognize the best of them at the circulars. There were 450 applications from 45 countries. Here are the 12 of the best. So this compares how they are going for this circular economy. So what they have done. So you can see. Even you can read this. Okay. Maybe I will send this in a chat. Okay, I will send this in a chat. So you know how important this reduce, reuse, recycle, and it is not a simple thing, but it's a massive thing. And the nation, all the citizens should be on that. If not, many resources can be preserved for future generation will be going as waste in this time, in our times. So that is not very good. Okay, that is not very good. So that's why this circular economy has come as the topmost strategy. So we have started from here. So let me copy this. I paste. And I will write the answer. This is the best answer for this. Supports the circular economy. Yes. So we learned this. So in an industry, yes. So if you are working on in future, yes, this helps you to innovate the processes, the products, the technologies, even the new concepts, strategies, even to change the people's minds, to make the people responsible, to direct the organizations in a better way. Yeah, so these are very important. So now you have seen this for years and years. And today you got the right feeling as responsible young adults going to be graduated in months' time. Okay, that's why months' time. Even year consider months. Now you have only 10 months because already two months gone. Okay, that's why. So this is very important, Putala. Today lesson. I believe the lesson today, the flow in very well. Flow very well. Very little slides, fine, but Yes, we realize. Yeah, this symbol more appropriate for circular economy. And in that World Economic Forum, in that article, there is a graphic. I don't know what that graphic is. But I feel to copy this for your notes. What's it? Maybe I'll send you the link so you can look into what this. Yes, this has some sense. So let me make it. I will come to this slideshow mode. You can see there are parts manufacturing, there are product manufacturing, there are service providers. Okay, so this is about one company really. So this is about biochemical. We can see something. So see here, this graphic maybe this shows something about circulation. You can see circulating. You all circulate. So I don't know. You can look into this. Okay. So this may be one of these top 12 companies. Yes. So how they are strategizing this. Don't worry, we also can do this kind of approaches based on that business or manufacturing processes. We can improve those. Don't worry. Okay. So don't worry about that. But I fail to keep this as the end slide. So in the next session, not today, you will be learning about supply chains and value chains. Design the syllabus, don't worry. And let me share with you. Yeah, this just came to my mind, that's why. Going to Google, okay? Longest container train, okay? Double stack. Imagine. So I put this, let's see. Some are longer than a kilometer. Let me take one. Let me take one for you. Very interesting. The logistics, the supply chains, how they are working. Yes, even now we are learning at this time. Those longer ones are in operation. Yes. I need to show you something. Let's see. I think copy image. This train, you cannot see the end. Okay. See? Am I sharing this? Yes. See, you cannot see the end. No. So some maybe even few kilometers long. See, double stack. If single stack, single layer, this will be more longer. Okay, longest. If you look into this, so let me share with you the screen. I'm browsing. So you can see. See. All containers, trains sometimes from the mines. They do this raw material excavations in the mine fields. This may be coming from a mine. You can see. See this container here. You can see quite long trains. There's double deckers. You see this train? Can you see this one? See? Can you see the end of this train? Can you see the end? So this is what may be coming from a coal mine. Okay? This may be coming from a coal mine, let's say. See. Kilometers long. Can you see? Can you see? The end is somewhere far away, maybe. Somewhere here. I've seen two engines here, but you can see some. This seems like for coal mine processing or something. So mining means resources, earth resources. Sometimes the mining now taken place may be the future generations portion we are taking. Yes, to make money. Yeah, it's quite funny, eh? To make money and to have, how to say, to fulfill unsatisfiable needs. So you cannot, so no limit in this sense, because the consumption is not sustainable. So that is the issue there. That's the issue. Same. The ships, containers running, sailing around. Okay. It's the same thing. See world longest train, 2018. Yes, I think you must say this. Not to say this train, of course, it's good to see how the people are making this longest. All transporting goods. You may think that the mobile solution is mainly for human to travel, for passengers. No. Most of the transportation are goods and raw material, means finished goods, products, and raw material for production, running from one into another in the world. Yes. So this happened to be the situation. Sometimes even you feel funny about this, but this is the case. So came to this level didn't happen in overnight. Okay. So slowly, step by step, even this train at the beginning maybe only few compartments. Finally, this is miles long. Finally, that's why. So this can be gigantic and more monstrous, carrying all the resources on the earth. Yes, for consumption. So people are doing something terrible one way, but anyway, this is the situation. I don't know, I have no comments, but anyway, when it comes to consumption and production, sustainability should be assured. That is obvious. Otherwise, this world will not move in this way. There can be a lot of catastrophes. Okay, not only the coronas, the more things will come because world need to accommodate the future generation. So nature knows that. So they will take care of the present generation with COVID and all to make sure that future generation has something for them to live. Nature is fair to everyone. So there can be many things, I don't know, so but this is the situation. So we all have to be responsible when it comes to consumption and production both. Today, quite interesting. Yeah. So learn about circular economy. This is really good. And our past economy is always circular. Circular economies. But now only our economies are not that. Yes, not that. Mostly unsustainable, especially when you use chemicals for agriculture. You cannot expect anything positive and safe for human and environment. The day we stop using chemical fertilizers, that will be the day for the humans and the world and the nature. Time will come somehow. That's why. So our previous generations, they did a lot of mistakes. And things looks like irreversible, the trend. But first we cannot stop immediately using of this. because it is a monstrous momentum of using chemicals. So we have to slow it down to make it stop, and it may take years. It may take years, not one shot stopping. That is not possible because system collapse. That's why. So you can say this. But somehow we should be in the right direction. That is very important. So Bhutan, that's all, and it is 3:27. Yeah, you got something? Yes. It is not to say technical, but this helps to have your maturity when it comes to when the things come into your hands, you know what to do and you know how to do even. Yeah, that's all. Thank you, Bhutala. So any questions before winding up? Today you all look silent and no complaints about this hearing of the voices and all. Are you okay? All Marasinha? Putako matirna the kibwa. Huh? Good. So we can see both manufacturing and mechatronics students joined today. So thank you very much for joining the sessions. And I expect you to join these sessions because sometimes you may think that because we have videos, we can watch this. It will not happen. But here, one-time learning and watching again will help you. Yes, will help you. Imagine so many things we have to learn, we have to explore. Otherwise, we cannot change the things into better shapes. And that's why. So this subject is quite important. And I will try to deliver this in the best effective ways for you to contribute in very competent ways. Okay. So I will do that part. So you do your part, and joining the class is important. Don't think that video, watching at the video, you can pick this up. That is secondary. So this time is for learning this subject. When you join, you are done. If not, it may not be that effective because sitting 2 hours, sorry, not 2 years, sitting 2 hours separately, that is not possible to listen a video. That is because it's too long, 2 hours. That's why once you come to the class, yeah, that is done. Yeah. After that, you can watch, that is fine, but that is secondary, okay? So joining the class is always important. Yeah. Thanks, Putala. Then take care, all of you. So before winding up, any questions, any comments, any concerns, please? So that's all then. I believe you got something useful. Yeah, I'm very confident on that. So thank you, Putala, for joining the class, and see you next Monday. And if you have anything, even you can email me, or even you can talk to me if you have any concerns. So very good. So bye then. Good luck to you all. Take care, all of you. Yeah. Bye, Putala.